Guys, our government is dead. Our government is dead. You have the president of the United States throwing his number one competitor in jail with Donald Trump. You have his number one competitor in his own party, Robert Kennedy Jr., says, oh no. And I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty pissed about this. I would love to talk more about this. Guys, it's unbelievable what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried right now. I quickly dismissed, I was not bothered by the charges that were dropped against him about 6 weeks ago. I kind of understood why that was. He agreed to come over here on extradition under a certain set of, charges, and then they dumped more charges on when he got here. He certainly deserves it, but all of those charges together are enough for him to still face 10 to 20 years plus in prison. However, now we get the dirty politicians. Department of Justice says SBF has tried to corruptly influence witnesses multiple times, urges bail revocation by leaking Caroline Ellison's diary. That's what he was in. Some of you may have seen him in New York recently. And SBF basically was in New York while he was giving them his diary, or Caroline's diary. Day 74 at FTX.
Oh my gosh.
Today, I sat in a beanbag with Sammy, and he touched my bottom. I kind of liked it. Caroline. Thanks, Caroline. By leaking Caroline Ellison's diary, he's not only attempted to tamper with a witness, but also interfered with a fair trial by trying to influence prospective jurors. Let's see. DOJ argued he's even flouted his increasingly strict conditions placed on him multiple times. He stated that SBF leaked Ellison's diary to the New York Times. Not just, this is new. I didn't know this. He gave it to the New York Times. He didn't give it to the government, which is interesting. To intentionally harass her. The Department of Justice claimed that SBF's goal in leaking the documents was to hint, prevent, or dissuade Ellison from testifying against him. The question is, Bitcoin and X. I don't know about that. The question is, was this done in an attempt to send her a message that, hey, I have other stuff as well that I will give them? What else does he have? And was that an indicator to her that I have more? I think that is a good question.
Well, also, is it him doing it, or is his mom and dad doing it?
Mom and dad. Mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Mommy
He's
and
just
daddy.
playing. What's the game he plays?
League of Legends, I believe.
He just plays League of Legends.
Which is interesting because isn't that LOL? League of Legends?
Yeah, it's true.
Is that a joke people make?
He lolls for a living.
He lolls for a living.
Yeah.
SBF was first accused of witness tampering when he contacted Ryan Miller over Signal, which Signal is how he messaged me, by the way, when I talked to him. Department of Justice had SBF intended to portray a key cooperator testifying against him in a poor and inculpatory light. Guys, this is not what I'm upset about. What am I upset about? I am upset about him basically getting removed from, was there another tab here? No. Do we have anything about him getting here it is. Prosecutors dropped campaign finance charges against crypto FTX owner Sam Bankman-Fried. SBF contributed over $70 million to election campaigns in 18 months, primarily Democrats, but do not let Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy off the hook on this. No. They are just as corrupt. People call it the uniparty.
I actually feel not bad for him with his political things, but what happened to him live on TV, he needs to be put in a home. Like his skin is coming off his skull.
Him and Dianne Feinstein both. They both need to be put in homes.
His skin is melting worse than the cars in Arizona.
A giblet.
That's fake news, supposedly.
It's a giblet. Guys, if you've seen the chart of our politicians and how their average age, it is absolutely disgusting what is going on in our country. And America is no longer America, guys. I made this comment last week. Guys, it's time to realize we've been talking for years about, Alex Jones has been talking about it. People have been talking about it. The communists are coming to America. They're trying to take it over. It's taken over, guys. It's taken over. I have no faith in our political system today. Absolutely zero. No faith in our political system. We have Mitch McConnell almost dying live on TV. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, at the same time, they're dropping campaign finance charges against a guy that funded millions of dollars to bribe Congress and the Senate and the dang president himself. Millions of dollars to bribe the president himself. Which, by the way, was your money. It was your money. And not only that, but FTX was not even an American company, right? So they're using the customer funds of foreign nationals to fund our campaigns of politicians in our government today. That is absolutely disgusting. He should get spy charges. He should get tons more charges of this, but they let him off the hook. Why? Because they like to suck his giblet, I guess. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Did you see the tweet that went out also? They just passed a bill, Congress, to prevent auditing any money that gets sent to Ukraine.
Shocker. They just lost $6 billion. Yep. And now they said, oh, no, we can't do it. That was by Rand Paul put that bill out. No, we can't audit it. Guys, our country has been taken over.
But your Venmo account.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget your Venmo account. If you spend more than $500 or $600 in a year, they're coming after your Venmo account. But we're not able to audit for $6 billion. Guys, our government is dead. Our government is dead. You have the president of the United States throwing his number one competitor in jail with Donald Trump. You have his number one competitor in his own party, Robert Kennedy Jr., says, oh, no, you know what? 2 assassinations in your family? What would that be? His grandpa and his great uncle, I guess, would be. I don't think it's his dad. Is his dad?
No, his dad was killed too.
It was his dad.
Yeah.
It was his dad and his uncle?
Dad and his uncle, yeah.
Guy, he's so old. He's an old guy. Yeah, it's hard trying to do the math on that, trying to figure out how they're related. Haven't looked it up, but it seemed like dad would be so young. Like, I guess 1960, what's that, 60 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's I guess he was very young. So, okay, fine. His dad and his uncle assassinated. Joe Biden? No, we will not give you any Secret Service protection. Then change it. We can't. That's the thing. You vote, and they change your votes. Guys, does anybody believe election fraud is not real? What are the chances XRP flips? We'll just say Bitcoin. We won't say both. We'll assume if it flips Bitcoin. What are the chances XRP flips Bitcoin? Now, before you give your percentage chance, I want to lay out a couple scenarios for you. Okay. The scenario is this, is that the IPO, it goes really well. All of the partnerships they were making around the world all come to the United States. Major US banks switch from SWIFT to a network of value, which is the XRP network, XRPL. They switch. Everything goes perfect for XRP. What are the chances they flip Bitcoin? Now, let's look at the numbers real quick before you give your percentage chance here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rip Jim Varney. Yeah, Jim Varney did die. That is sad. Not recently, though. He's been dead a while. Right now, you're looking at a market cap difference of almost...
It's a big difference.
It's about an 18x or so.
I think it's actually 14x.
It's 14x. You looked it up?
One XRP would be $10.79.
Right now
Bitcoin,
in a bear market.
Yeah.
So a 14x just to get to where Bitcoin is now.
Yep.
What are the percent chance that it flips Bitcoin? Go ahead, Tim.
I'm going to go low. I'm going to say like 2%.
2%?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Nick?
I'm going to go much higher. I'm going to say 25%.
Really?
More bullish on XRP than Ethereum?
Says,
well, I think it's easier for like a day for XRP to get there. Just
wow.
I just think it's a long road. It's definitely going to pick up ground on it, but
guys, you heard it here first, guys. The Nictator is more bullish than BitBoy and Tim on XRP because I would put it definitely less than 10%.
I think secretly XRP might be Nick's favorite coin, and what he's doing is he always tries to flood it so he can buy more coins.
I will end this show.
But in reality, he loves it.
I'm going to say 5%. I'm going to say 5%. If we ran this bull cycle 20 times, I believe it might could do it one time. I think now XRP's flipped Ethereum before, absolutely. That's no question. If it did, it would pass it for sure. I'm doing definitely less than 10%. I think 5% is reasonable. I think anybody that crushes me over an opinion that 5% chance, I think, would be an idiot. So I think that's pretty good. Guys, every stream is an XRP show stream here. So thank you guys.